Sorry, my camera went out again. I'm gonna leave these two to the side because yeah, I think I will be maybe reading these again, so I leave these two out. Sound interesting. I only have 10 more to go. Hopefully we can make it through these. And I have Linda Howard, To Die For. I enjoyed this one, so I will be keeping this one. I don't even need to but I will look on here and see. Oh, it don't even have, is this the publishing mark? I'm not for sure. Let's see when this was published. When was this published? And it has big writing in here too, you can see it. Got large print. Where's the, see, can we find the date this was published? This was published in 2005, and I've already showed you a picture of Linda Howard. Let's see how she looks in the back here. Yeah, this is how she looks now with the blonde hair. And I will be keeping this, of course. It's Linda Howard, and this is a romantic suspense. I did enjoy it, and I will be keeping that one. Next, I have The Notorious Bridegroom by Kit Donner. I don't remember this. This is by Zebra Books, The Notorious Bridegroom. Let's read. First of all, let's see when this was published. Let's see here. This was published in 2009. See, do we have an author back here? No, they just got a little synopsis. I mean, a bit on her, but I'm not going to read that. I'll read the back of this. Ever since the harbor day her brother was accused of treason, patient Manda hasn't recognized her own behavior. Under normal circumstances, she would never be disguised as a maid sucking around an Earl estate for secrets she isn't meant to find. But now the situation is desperate, and Patient would do whatever it takes to spare her beloved brother the noose, even if it means finding the true spy herself. To do that, she'll have to gain access to the estate of Lord Landringham, the most desired bachelor in all of England. Of course, he got to be the most desired without him knowing who she really is. But even in her maid uniform, she can't miss the look of unsuppressed desire she received from her employee, and she finds to her dismay that the attraction is quite mutual. Though she knows she must ignore her feelings for this dark-haired rogue to save her family and escape ruin, his close proximity is making all reason impossible, and Patient may find that the real traitor is her own body. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep this one too. It sounds interesting, and I don't remember reading this, so I will be putting this with the Awakening the Moon. I will be putting it with the other two books, because I will be trying this out. Look, I'm not gonna get rid of any of these books. I think I'm only gonna get rid of about 6 books. Oh my goodness. Sabrina, I won't be getting rid of this one either. Another one of my favorite authors, Sabrina Jeffrey, and this is A Notorious Love. I remember this. I enjoyed it. And this is Avon Historical Romance. Let's see when this was published. Let's see here. This is 2001. I will go back and read it because I know I liked it, but it's been a while since I read it. So I'm going to go back and, like I said, I'm going to go back and read these and see do I still want to keep them, but I'm not going to get rid of them for now because I know I like Sabrina Jeffries, and I'm not going to read the back of this. It's going to be a keeper. Let's see if she's in the back. Here's an old picture of her, an older picture, Sabrina Jeffries. If you haven't, I highly recommend her historicals. I really enjoy her writing. Well, I know I don't think I've read in her up-to-date novels, but I know I did like her earlier works. I did read those, and I highly recommend her as a historical author. Next, I have Silhouette Intimate Moments. This is a Suzanne Brockman title. This is from her Tall, Dark, and Dangerous series. I had all her Tall, Dark, and Dangerous series. I really loved Suzanne Brockman. The Tall, Dark, Dangerous series, and I will be keeping this one. I remembered it. I enjoyed it. Silhouette Intimate Moment from 1998, Suzanne Brockman. If you haven't read this, check it out. Harvard's Education, and it is from Suzanne Brockman's Tall and Dark and Dangerous series. And there's no picture of her, and this is from This is book number 884, The Silhouette Intimate Moment. And I will be keeping this one. And I highly recommend the Tall, Dark, and Dangerous series if you haven't read it, by Susan Brockman. It's about dealing with military men. Really highly recommend that series. Next I have Liz Carlisle. I won't be getting rid of this either. This is another author that I highly recommend for historical, Liz Carlisle. And this is A Woman of Virtue. I really enjoyed this one. And this is from Sonic. Is it Sonic? Sonic Book Romance. This is a historical, A Woman of Virtue. I'm not going to read the back of this either. I'll tell you when it was published. I got all of these. I got most of all of her historical, Liz Carlisle. I be looking for her in the when I go to the bookstore. I be looking to see if she came out with anything new, because I really enjoy her writing. This was published back in 2001. Let's see, does she have a picture back here? No, it's just telling about the author, so I won't read that. But if you haven't read A Woman of Virtue, check it out by Liz Carlisle. If you haven't read anything by Liz Carlisle, check out some of her books. Highly recommend her. And this is Nan Ryan, The Seduction of Ellen. This is a mirror historical romance. And this was published in, I think I read this, but I can't remember. This was published in 2001. Let's see, do we have a picture of the author in here? Yeah, here she is. There she is. She looked like the lady who played in, what was that? Oh my goodness, I can't think of the movie. Where the woman gets stabbed in the shower. I can't think of the name of it. What was the name of it? Oh my goodness. Where you had the crazy guy who was dressed as his mother. Oh, what's the name of that picture? It'll come to me after I get off this camera. But what is her? I can't think of what her name is. Oh my goodness. That gonna bother me now. I cannot think of her name. Because her daughter played in the Halloween movies. Oh, dog. What is her name? Oh my goodness, I cannot think of it. I'll think of it later. Let me read a little bit of this. But I think I'm going to keep this too. I think I remember reading this and I think I enjoyed it. Nan Ryan. Let me see here. See will this bring back any memory reading the synopsis of this. Ellen Cornelius knows exactly what Mr. Kery is. An unscrupulous swindler. A man without moral who will fleece her foolish old aunt out of her fortune. But as the group travels west in search of the fountain of youth, Ellen is both repelled and beguiled by his dark, compelling sexuality. Protection is to hide behind her prim, patronizing manner and her acid tongue. See Kery tests Ellen's fragile pose, saying things to her that no gentleman would say to a lady. He enjoys infuriating her, takes great pleasure in shocking her. He's become the dark seducer of her dream, delivering a thunderstorm of ecstasy to a lonely, unsophisticated woman who's been hurt and disappointed too many times before. That sounds interesting. Even if I didn't remember reading this, I'm going to keep it. I got to read it. That synopsis sounded pretty good. The Seduction of Ellen. I'm going to have to keep this one. I cannot think of what this lady name is that played in, what's the name of that movie? I can't. Let me go look that up because this is going to bother me. I'm sorry. What did I do with my iPad? Let me look that up. Oh my goodness. Psycho. There you go. Psycho. Janet Leigh. Look, once you think of one thing, it'll come to you. She looked like Janet Leigh to me. From Psycho. The old Psycho. I will be checking that book out again. Here's another one here. We got Catherine Kingsley, Song from the Sea. This is by Dale Historical Romance. A historical. Here's your picture here. It's a nice picture. Let's see when this was published. This was published in 2003. Let's see, can we read a little? Let's read a little bit of this. I only got 3 more books here that I'm gonna go over, and then I'll be through. This video is long, probably gonna be cut up into a couple of 1, 2, and 3 or 2 videos. Grown to womanhood on the lush Greek island of Corfu. Yeah, I'm messing that name all up. Calista Melbourne reluctantly sails to England to her honor part of her father's dying wish, but is also determined to defy his final request and escape the dreaded fate of an arranged marriage. Before she reaches the shores of England, a fierce storm blows her from the deck of the ship and into the sea to face seemingly certain death. Yet here she was now, ensconced in a bedroom in Staten Abbey, staring into the eyes of a mesmerizing stranger without the slightest idea of where he's come from or of who she is. To Adam Carlyle, 5th Marquis of Vale, she was the most captivating creature he had ever pulled from the sea. She called herself Calypso, but he soon uncovered her true identity. To save her from marrying a scheming fortune hunter, the widowed nobleman broke his own scarce vow never to risk his heart again. But how could he protect his new bride from the dangers of his own past, or himself from a scandalous passion that would tempt him to risk everything to answer the call of Callie's love? That sounds interesting. I'm gonna have to keep that too. I have to go back and read this. I think I read it. I kind of remember it a little bit, but I'm gonna keep it and go back and read it again to determine if I really want to keep it or not. It's Songs from the Sea by Catherine Kinley. Next I have Susan Kearney, and this is The Ultimatum. And this is a tour romance. I guess this is, it looks like it's going to be a paranormal. Let's see when this was published. Let's see here. This was published in 2006. Let's see that we have a picture of the author. Yes, she's back here. There it is right there. Read a little bit of this. If Alara doesn't make love soon, her cells will fail to regenerate and she'll die. Unfortunately, her only option is an enemy. I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing these names. Restaining star pilot Xander, her abductor, and a member of the race who has been battling her since the beginning of time. Xander issues an ultimatum. He'll make love to Alara only if she will use her psych talent of identifying DNA to help him find a cure for the deadly tyrant virus spreading across the galaxy. Alara is trapped. She gives Xander what he wants and get what she needs, but Alara holds a pair of secrets. The more they make love, the more Alara's cells adapt to Xander's body until the only person she can make love with is him. And the more time they spend together, the more Alara likes Xander. I don't know. This one didn't do it for me. It didn't catch my attention. And this is Susan Kearney, The Ultimatum. Let's see when this was published. I got this book right here. I think I've shown it on here before. I enjoyed it. It's a series too. This was published in 2006. And let's see, I showed you her picture already. I might have told you the date already, but yeah, my memory is not too good. So let's see what Goodreads gave this one. Since I'm not going to keep this one, let's see here. Can I get it pulled up? It is right there. And this is book 3. This is also a series in that word I couldn't pronounce earlier, Rastani Warrior series. And this is book 3. And this was rated a 3.76. So I will be giving this one to the library. I like this cover. Nice cover. Her eyes stand out. This is a nice cover. I might have to take a photograph of this and put it on my Instagram page because I like this cover. But I will be giving this to the library. Next I have The Midnight Work by Cassandra Sims. And this is by Tor Romance 2. And this is The Midnight Work. Is Tor Romance still doing publishing? Because looking at the back of these, this is my first time really paying attention to Tor Romance. So are they still publishing today? And this is The Midnight Work. Let's see when this was published. So they must have published Warsworn too. I never really paid any attention to who published these books. I gotta pay attention to who published these books because I never really paid attention. This was done in 2005. There she don't have a picture back here. It just says she lives in Canada with her 3 cats and a dog. I'll read this because it's not that much. And this is her first novel, The Midnight Work. So let's read the back of this, because I don't remember reading this. And it don't even look like this spine has been creased. So let's read the back of this. This is set, it must be set around Christmas time. Christmas is a time of forgiveness. So when Sophie's Aubrey's date a sexy and mysterious artist named Oliver turns her into a vampire, she decides to forgive him, especially since being a vampire is just as cool as she always thought it would be. But there are a few drawbacks she never expected, like zombies, sleazy French alchemists, inexplicable and contradictory fairies, and her roommate who has abandoned Chicago and their cat for fairyland. Not only that, Oliver seems to believe that Sophie is his true love from 1,000 years ago. Sophie can forgive that too, because when Oliver touches her, the whole world falls away. But what she can't forgive is that he didn't tell her the whole story, like how a crazy death fairy has a vendetta against her. Nope, that didn't take my interest, but I guess this is a fairy right here. It's a nice cover. So let's see what Goodreads has to say about The Midnight Work. There it is right there. And this is rated, oh my goodness, they didn't give this a good rating. This got 2.52 stars. This will be going to the library. And the last book I'm going to do for today, but I will be coming back because we'll be going through a lot. So let me know if y'all want to go through these books with me. Just let me know, because if not, I won't do it. I won't make another video like this. So just let me know if you're interested in me going through all my books, deciding what I'm going to keep and deciding what I'm going to give away. So just let me know. It's up to you. It's up to you all out there if you want me to do another video, because these are going to be long videos because I got a lot of books to go through. And this is the last one for today. This is Worth the Trip, and this is by Penny McCall. And this was published by Buckley Sensation. This is a romantic suspense. And I don't remember reading this, but it's been read because it's got a couple of creases across the back of it. So let's see when this was published. See here. This was published in 2010. See, do we have a picture of the author back here? No picture of the author. Let's read a little bit of this. For behavior psychologist Nora camera went out again. For behavior psychologist Nora MacArthur, relationships and family are stressful and messy. That's why she leads a quiet, clinical, solitary life. That is, until the days leading up to the release of her con artist father from jail. For 15 years, Lucien has managed to conceal the location of his stolen bank loot. But now everyone from two-bit crooks to the feds is scrambling to get hold of it, and Nora is the perfect leverage. It's a quick leap from control group to out of control. As FBI agent, I'm already sold, so I'm gonna have to keep this one too. We got a man on the run, her dad's on the run. The FBI agent is trying to get her because they think she probably know where he at. So yeah, right up my alley. And I love FBI agent. Yeah, just so y'all know. I think I mentioned that before. It's a quick leap from control group to out of control, as FBI agent Trip Jones knows all too well. He might want to strangle Nora himself, but he's been sent to protect her. Besides, behind Nora's psychobabble and ugly suits, there's something special, something way more vulnerable than ill-gotten gains, and just maybe a real-life study in love. So yeah, I'll be checking this one out. And this is Worth the Trip. I'm not even going to look this up. Like I said, if I keep it, I'm not even going to look it up, see what the rating is. This is by Penny McCall. So I will be keeping that one. So that's all I have. Let's go back over the books I'm going to give away. The Midnight Work, going to the library. The Ultimatum, going to the library. More Than Magic, going to the library. Wolf at the Door, library. Private Demon, library. Faye Ashley, Lost in My Dreams, library. So all of those are going to the library. And I only got one book that I'm gonna try to sell it, and that is Hannah Howe and Lindsay Sands, The Eternal Highlander. And all the rest of the books, look, I'm gonna keep. That's all I got. I'm gonna give away. Yeah, that's why I can't get rid of books. I'll be like, I read the back of it, and I'll be like, yeah, I gotta read this again. Have a great evening, and until next time, keep reading those romances, and I'll see you again. Just let me know below if you would like me to do this again, and I will. If not, I'll just do it off camera, and I'll just go through the books by myself. But I enjoyed going through my books with you all, and I hope you did too. And until then, I'll see y'all next time. Continue to have a great evening. Bye.